Hello, my lovely Leos. This is your reading for the week of July 13th, or when you hear it and it resonates. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and it will not be for everybody. So the first thing that I see, Leo, as I ask Spirit for help for the collective energy, what I see is you over what looks like a rock, but it's in fact your heart, and you're investigating it. And you have like an archaeologist little hammer and chisel, and you're tapping away with the expectation that there's this hard rock around it, but inside there's this beautiful gem. And the gem is amethyst. It's gorgeous. However, what's really interesting is as you're tapping, it's not actually a geode at all. It is a shell, and inside the shell comes out this exotic bird with many beautiful colors. You've got soft pinks, you've got deep, almost metallic looking teals, and however this bird comes to life within you, that depends, thank you, on the color that it's going to present to you. It has many different colors. Now, what's really interesting, Leo, is that what I'm seeing is that some of you are in the position right now where you are tapping away at the shell, thinking it's a rock and it's not. But part of the reason many of you have not is because you've been afraid that it is as fragile as a shell. Then others of you haven't done it because you don't want to give up the protection of what feels like a rock. So it's an interesting kind of nuance here in terms of how, as Leos, you might be dealing with this or have dealt with this. But what Spirit is saying is sometimes what Leos have done is harden their hearts around painful emotions that they have experienced as a way to protect themselves from the possibility of experiencing it again. But of course, what it does is it locks up a lot of that heart energy, and it creates the need for control, not just around their emotions, but around other people's too. So it's very difficult for them. For those Leos who do that, it's difficult for you sometimes to be able to really take into account the nuances of other people's emotions or feelings. It can create, if something comes at you that's the least bit like something you've experienced before, or triggers an emotion that is still held and unresolved in your body, like rejection or being belittled or any of those things that are shaming or diminishing in any way, what you can do is you can want to create a control mechanism around not feeling any of those things, and it can actually create a kind of harshness in you sometimes when it comes to being able to consider the delicacy of other people's feelings or why they might actually be behaving in the way they're doing. Now, the thing is, what you're being told is, while that sense of control might have given you a sense of power, it was actually really very much coming from your personality and from the wounds of your personality, because a hardened heart is not a heart that is able to really receive love, receive the very things that you would like, defend you against the very things that you would not like, the very things that you're afraid of. That heart is really very, well, let's just say it's not operating at the level of higher consciousness as consistently or as frequently as you would like. Because Leos, many of you are very, very determined to bring into this earth and bring into this human dimension the energy of a higher love. And you come in with a lot of power. Leo, you're a very, very powerful sign. You have a lot of that fiery energy. And you also have the qualities of leadership that can certainly support you in being able to affect the world positively with your loving guidance, okay? What you're being told is your power really is coming from that awareness of higher consciousness. And what you're being told is, if you can start looking at your heart not as a rock that needs to be hit and broken in order to fix and heal. You've got to take a break on that. Can you look at the fact that when you crack the shell gently in your own time and with love, that you realize it is just a shell, and what's coming out is not a messy egg. It's really just this beautiful, beautiful organic life form that now gets to create this space around you, this loving energy around you, and move you more into that sense of freedom to use this beautiful ability that you've got. As it evolves and moves, staying in gratitude is one of the things that is going to soften you. So it's not, I'm so grateful. It's, I'm so grateful. It's letting that gratitude sink into your heart, because that's what the little hammer is. It's not a harsh thing. It's letting the love in and feeling the love, the embodiment. That is what is going to open this up in a way where this bird emerges. It's not a mess. It's a beautiful life form. It is life that you're letting out. And it is something that you have, like I'm seeing you with your arm out, like this is your bird. This is your bird. You get to decide where it flies, how it serves you, how you serve it. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So you're being told, my dears, whatever worries you have about opening your heart, about changing your way of dealing with emotions, it's moving you from harsh, defended, ego-based into high heart, love, compassion. And that is where you get to really experience the fact that you don't need to fix yourself. You just let yourself be. And organically, this beautiful bird that is your deep, high heart that expresses things for you in ways that are perfect gets to really be your companion. You don't have to lock it away, okay? I'm going to leave you with that, Leos. Much love.